I like being not lonely, and I also like Tableturf.
That is great. I also like Tableturf. I do not like River Drift, which is what we are starting on, however.
Well,
DblCookies not with the greatest opening hand, as can be seen by the frantic movement that is almost ubiquitous for just showing frustration.
yeah, I've seen bad hands that you can work with. Oh, thanks, Harmony. So nice of you to show up.
Just a turn late. It's potentially still savable.
Ooh. Okay, hold on.
Maybe still savable?
No, I think this might have just been saved. Like, he's not going to be able to pierce or do anything aggro, but, you know, that clash actually essential for him.
Callie is still able to be played in the combo position. Toxic Mist completely shuts off DblCookies from the center, however.
Nice.
Classic.
Yeah.
Classic. DblCookies really not having that many options left. E-Leader, Little Judd, both can be played. They're only going to get one special point from Little Judd, and not have any place to play any other cards. They have a Wiper, however it's not going to be that useful, having to go straight into a special attack in order to have some chance of getting into the middle.
That is an awkward E-Leader, but it's working out. He's just gonna have to play something like the Tetra Dualies rather than probably anything else he would have wanted to, but like with a defense as strong as what Aaron had, you kind of don't have a choice.
Yeah. And now completely out of options. Not even the Wiper being able to be played where it was before. The E-Leader took the spot. Going to the final 3 turns. Aaron with just 15-point lead. That's 14 points. And a... oh jeez.
that's 7. Is that 6 or 7 special lead?
6. 6 special lead and 16-point lead. I don't want to call it too fast, but I think Aaron might have this one in the bag.
Okay, that's gonna... that gives DblCookies something to do, but now we're at a... what is this, 36-point disadvantage?
Yeah, Aaron could pass this turn and Double would not have enough to overtake the lead. So the first game will go to AaronIsP1.
That was...
unfortunate.
So I'm usually a huge advocate for bad hands don't kill runs. But that was a situation... Yeah. That's one of the places where I will acknowledge the exception to the rule.
That was pretty unfortunate.
It's entirely possible that, like, with the high 2020 hindsight mindset, you could have did something there, but like that was just having to play his 312 as his first move.
It's never something you want to do.
No.
On a much brighter note, DblCookies looks like they have a much better starting hand for the game on Square Squared, winning the clash right off the bat with the Dynamo Roller.
Look, I'm getting the vibe he wants to defend with his Takaroka more than go for the offense, but it's just gonna get pierced by Kohozuna, so not really getting what he's wanting here. But we do get a good override.
And the captain is going to be able to take quite a bit of space and pierce pretty well into AaronIsP1's base, if you can call it that.
I really want to see that, because that stops Eddie. And we just want to stop Eddie.
Heavy Edit is an interesting play here. I'm not too sure what the follow-up is going to be. I guess maybe Little Judd, and I guess a Wiper? I'm not seeing it right away.
There's a couple of things that can kind of work with that, but yeah, well, only time can tell us what's really going to come out there.
Either that, or maybe it was just played as a way to infiltrate with the Steel Eel, not really meant for a combo, just a way to play cards.
That was a great way to section off that land.
It was. Got a perfect spot for Power Clam if Aaron has that.
DblCookies does not. And Aaron going for another crab here. He did that in a previous game.
I do like that crab quite a bit because it takes up a lot of space that Double had sectioned off before. And yep, there's the Power Clam that was mentioned earlier. Aaron, despite losing clashes in the early game and falling behind the lead, it looks like he's actually starting to come back from this. He's got that top left area still sectioned off, still able to do with it as he wants. And I think we're going to see... Yeah, after the Splatana, I think we're going to see a splatter shot there.
That's a nice dually spot, and we do actually have a really good Tentatek spot too for when he's run out of options. Definitely a better play there.
Still has the point lead, although not able to take the special point lead. Autobomb's points, I guess. It's not going to activate either special point, which is a bit unfortunate.
I would honestly rather the Tentatek in this situation, just so he's got 4 special. Or actually, that would be 5 special.
5, yes. I very much agree with that, however. I mean, it's nice that you have a play backup, but... Okay, I was a little worried that Little Jud was going to cover up one of the 2 spots, and then Tentatek be unplayable. We'll see it be played this turn, however. And honestly, I'd flip it the other way so you have better special advantage into the... No.
Oh.
Well, there's the splatter shot that was mentioned earlier. Aaron is very combo-centric deck. It seems to be paying off with all the special points.
That will net double 2 special, but we really want as many special points as we can off of this. Imagine if the Cali fit up there and gave like 3 special.
That'd be kind of crazy. I see a Rockenberg spot. Hold on, in the bottom left or bottom right, is that a Rockenberg spot?
Kinda looks like it, yeah. Actually, no, yeah, it is. That's a perfect Rockenberg.
Alright, DblCookies after looks like they had this in the bag. 20 points right away. And then the Ultra Stamp now coming in, there's just too much.
Yeah, Gnarly Eddie is scary, but those 6 points, even if it was perfect, could not contest an Ultra Stamp here.
Just too much. So, that brings the score back to 1-1 for the set. This is a best of 5, so it is the first 3 games.
Unlike most of the comeback bracket. You know, that call to move, like, I'm sure it's a little more frustrating for players to run back through the bracket and not have them go as fast. But that has been such a positive impact in terms of time length, because, like, we get through the winner side, and at worst we're, like, maybe taking a 2-3 minute break, and then we're immediately in. There's cases where you blink and they're already ready for you. Like, it's sped things up, and speaking of speeding things up, that's not what we're going to be doing here, because we're going to be checking out one of these experimental stages again.
Oh boy, back to Cracker Snap. We saw Joven do really well on this stage before. We're going to see 2 completely different players, though. See how they fare on this map. Heavy Splatling Deco is definitely one of the cards that was talked about early on, just because it can immediately get up to the break.
Like, that's good for a hyper-aggressive build. But even then, like, the way this is... Oh, that works.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Captain was also another card because it can just slip right through the center blocks.
Yeah.
Not a great hand from DblCookies.
But he is getting some pressure in.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Hyper Magic Storm... No, he just barely doesn't fit up there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that looks to be the only playable spot, and it's not terrible. It activates the Breadcrumbs special point. It sets up for another card being able to activate Big Man. 10 attack is
this is a greedy play. But he's gonna get...
very greedy.
Is he gonna get rewarded for it?
I don't see the Manta Storm being able to be played there. I say you play Manta Storm defensively where you had it before.
Yeah.
There. That's what I would do in this situation. But I'm not DblCookies, so.
Playing the ballpoint or the recycled Brella up there just to kind of close out more space is not a bad play. But I definitely like... I mean, the Hype Mattress Storm spot isn't... Or it can be in contention. There's one specific way for it to be contended. And I think, yeah.
Yep, right through, playing diagonally to where the special block was. Double does have another play with the Recycle Brella.
But he's running out.
Yeah, and honestly, I think just having more points on the board, especially when you're down by 18 points, playing the larger card would be the better play.
Yeah. The play to get Disruption was good. I would have gone for it, but like you definitely had the better notion. Like if I had more time to think about it, I probably would have gone for the Big Man, just being like, there's one way for them to break through. If they're going to try to break through if they get the chance, and then you could try to go for this Disruption above afterwards, because now DblCookies is forced to pass on Captain. We've got the Toxic Mist taking up that Big Man spot now even more.
Toxic Mist is a very nice card just because of how it's able to activate its special point on those center ridges. It's very useful.
It gets the special. It breaks through really easily because it doesn't take too much space. It's a low-cost card in a way that, like, if somebody else is building there, it's pretty much always going to out-prioritize. Like,
I'm looking at DblCookies now with a 30-point deficit.
Can't even find a Big Man spot to put this.
Maybe. It won't activate its own special point where he had it before in that one spot where it was visible. And it just doesn't look like there's really any much of a better play. Double is just struggling to find a place that will actually be able to gain turf, playing mostly over his own heavy Splatling Deco.
He gave Aaron more special off of that too.
Yeah, and we're gonna see the resignation right after. On a slightly different note, I love that the players are using the color chip badges and just all in a row.
Yeah, no, I was talking about that earlier. To me, it just looks like they're just showing off their favorite colors.
Yeah, Aaron's looks like the Fizzy Bomb.
Oh.
You have 2 yellow on the side, 1 orange in the middle. Looks like the orange player's Fizzy Bomb.
Oh yeah, I see it. I see it now.
Oh boy, we're going to 2 lanes.
No. Oh no.
Oh boy. This is a map. And it looks like DblCookies is a really good hand because you can just play on the DblCookies. You need to turn it the other way.
There you go.
There you go. There you go. Oh no. Oh, this is...
Oh dear.
Captain is a good play on either side of the board, honestly.
All right, I fully understand why everybody thinks the stage sucks now. 2 turns in, I'm already like, yeah, no, this stage sucks.
Yep. And now Double just has to gain some foothold on the left side of the map, and it's over. It's honestly over already.
That's a little greedy.
Wow. Okay. Special point flashes into each other. It's like a big Zeko, I think is the card.
Mm.
I just noticed the clash took out the special points from each side as well. A very nice auto bomb from DblCookies, just starting to start the snowball, ramp up special points, take up all the turf, don't allow your opponent any counterplay whatsoever.
Yeah, this just feels uncomfortable.
Yeah. Aaron is almost already out of spaces. I can see a mini Splatling or a Nautilus being played. I did go up against Aaron on this map earlier in the bracket, and I did see this kind of Jet Squelcher combo. However, I did not actually get to see it be pulled off, so we'll have to see. Yeah, that suction bomb tells me that he has something in store for that Jet Squelcher. Nautilus, yes.
There it is. Points even, special even. This is a very close match. That is a really good spot for the 10 to tech. But there's no need to play it right now, especially when you can be contesting turf.
I very much agree.
Or you could just play it, I guess.
You can play it next turn to get the special point from, I guess that'd be the starting block special point. Even out the score, but now you have a special point advantage. Looking at your cards, seeing what you have available to be played.
Ooh, that is a good zinc. Or that could be a very good zinc. And then you still have enough to drop a 312 later on. I kind of want to see the zinc go on the other side, so that you have a little bit more combo material to work with.
I very much agree with that, especially since now that you've given Aaron such a big block to work with, something like an Ultra Stamp would just be absolutely devastating there.
Yeah, no, that's a perfect 312 Ultra Stamp spot. So if Aaron has an Ultra Stamp and like the way the stage is designed, he's probably got an Ultra Stamp. I think this game's over.
Yeah, also being 1 point up, DblCookies will have to do better, and honestly, and another reason I feel like he should have played Zinc on the left side is now he doesn't have a play for his 312. He would have had a play before on the right side where he played Zinc, but now it's just he's got nothing.
It's just an awkward move, and it put, like you just said, all that space right up for grabs. But we got a crab instead. Aaron likes his crabs.
Uncomfortable for me, honestly. I really don't like the crab tank. It feels too, what's the word? Volatile, I guess, as a special attack.
I'll have to ask him about it, because he seems to really like that crab, and that crab almost killed him there.
Yeah, that was very close. However, that will mean that Aaron takes the set 3-1, I believe is the score.
Indeed.